In today's video, we take a look at what developers are saying about the PlayStation 5 and its graphics capabilities. On top of that, we have a whole lot of other gaming news, so let's get into it. Here we go, back at it yet again with another video. G'day guys, I'm Champ Chong, and if you end up enjoying today's video, you know what to do. You simply just smack that like button, and yeah, now let's jump on to our first news report on today's show, because we have a whole lot of stuff to get to, as you just saw, and it is about the PlayStation 5, which is our first story. As you can see, this headline reads, PS5 graphics will be the best we've yet to see, says Yakuza director. And we'll be seeing more and more on top of what we've already heard from PlayStation themselves. But some of the other stuff we'll see is exactly what we're getting today, which is actual stuff from development studios and development leads. Because some developers out there have been lucky enough to experience the power of the PlayStation 5, and one of them has been Yakuza series general director Toshihiro Nagoshi. During the live Siganama broadcast, Nagoshi confirmed that the story for the next Yakuza game is finished. The main parts of the story have been recorded, but the recording phase has not been completed yet. On top of that, Nagoshi then stated that the PlayStation 5 processing power is incredible, and the team is already thinking about how to use it to improve the series gameplay. He added that the PlayStation 5 is going to bring a return to the programmable era, where artificial intelligence and machine learning will be central as opposed to simple graphic improvements. Here's a direct quote from Nagoshi himself. He stated, "The processing power of the PS5 is incredible, so when we try to think of new gameplay that will utilize its full potential, I'm not really sure which aspects of existing machines we should translate. If you would pour its power into graphics, it'll be the best we've yet to see, and I think everyone is thinking about it in that way, or in what way we should use this power." So obviously, it's no secret that the next PlayStation console, the PS5, and the next Xbox, whatever that ends up being called, is going to be a lot more powerful than what we currently have. That's just technology, that's how generation works, and that's just how it is. But it's actually just really cool to get some insight from developers themselves, and on top of that, Nagoshi was talking quite a lot about like actually improving games on top of just graphical improvements and gameplay stuff. He was talking a lot about AI, artificial intelligence, and how that could actually potentially create some new opportunities for video games in the future. Machine learning is huge, and that'll all be running in the background potentially. So it's going to be interesting to see what he actually meant by that, if he actually builds on top of that in future interviews, because this guy right here, I have to say, is probably one of the most talented people in the game industry. Like, the Yakuza series wouldn't be as popular as it is if it wasn't for their studio, and if they just weren't so talented. So it just shows that it's cool to get some information from these people themselves, and it's going to be definitely interesting, as I said, to see if he does give any more interviews and he talks about the power of the next generation before it's out. So it's just really cool to get some news like this, but it doesn't matter just because of this, because we have some other gaming news on today's video, and it's that last night around 1 a.m. for me. Yeah, it was pretty late. Call of Duty Modern Warfare got its big reveal trailer. So if you're unaware, Call of Duty, the next Call of Duty for 2019, one of the many installments in this giant series of games, is going to be called Modern Warfare. Yeah, simply just Call of Duty Modern Warfare. They've gone back and reused the name. Now, if you want to check out the trailer, I've linked it in the description down below. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have seen it, but one of the big things that has come out from this announcement, from these announcements regarding the next Call of Duty game, Modern Warfare, is the fact that it will not have any like season pass DLC stuff. That is going to be gone. They've scrapped that, and I think that is amazing, because the thing is, with Call of Duty games, you're paying a base price of $60 US, and then you've got to pay like another 40 or 50 for the season pass just to get more maps. So you're basically paying twice as much to play those games. So it's kind of ridiculous, and then it kind of waters, like, it just makes everything just spread out, and like you've got some gamers who didn't buy it, some gamers who did, and it just ends up being a real big mess, and it just destroys the actual playability of the game online. Now, them getting rid of that season pass, that's awesome, but the big news to come out of this is the fact that Call of Duty Modern Warfare will have crossplay. Yes, Call of Duty Modern Warfare will be having crossplay between Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. To specifically put it, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and the PC. So that right there is incredible news. Now, if you are wondering how it's going to work, you'll be like, wait a second, you can't put PC players with console players. It's going to work similar to how Fortnite has worked. basically it's going to only put you into those PC lobbies if you've partied up with someone with a PC and you're on console. So if you're on Xbox and your buddy is on PC and you guys team up and you want to just go online together, then it'll put you up and it will tier you up into that PC lobby. Otherwise, you won't be playing alongside PC players, so you don't have to worry about that, where you'll be just getting destroyed by complete CSGO nerds. So yeah, it's just the reality of the situation. Mouse and keyboard always beats controller no matter how you look at it. Unless you've got a complete noob on mouse and keyboard, going up against a complete savage on the sticks. Now, on a serious note, I think this is a great idea by Activision. Obviously, this isn't their idea. Crossplay's been done before, but it's a great thing to take on board for a franchise like Call of Duty, because in reality, it's not the biggest game it once was back in the day, and they are needing those player numbers boosted. Those lobbies are sometimes empty at certain times of the day, depending on where you live, and it kind of ruins the game experience. Obviously, you need players to play an online game. So with the combination of Xbox and PlayStation lobbies, that's going to definitely fill that out and allow you to actually have more players and more matches going at once. And I think that's great. And then the addition of bringing in PC, if you want to go that route and you want to team up with friends all over, and that's the thing, that's the most important thing, is you can team up with your friends all over depending on what console or system they're on. So I think that's just great. I think it's awesome that they've put this in there. It's a great implementation. I don't know what the legal side of it all was to cancel the deals with Sony, because obviously they had the exclusivity rights with Sony. I haven't looked into it, but potentially their deal ran out this year, because they did sign a multi-year deal a few years ago. So it's going to be interesting to see how this does play out, and if Activision go 100% into the crossplay for the future and actually make it a big thing for other games to start doing it. We could see Battlefield start doing it, could see FIFA start doing it, all these big games that are on every system that come out every single year, and then we could see it for other games that only come out every few years that are on multi-platform. So it's definitely exciting times for video games. I'm glad that Activision has done this, because it's definitely a big step for the rest of the games industry to follow, hopefully. Anyway, guys, now let's move on to the next news report on today's show. And it's coming from Xbox and Microsoft, because, well, this is some awesome news that came out just after I finished my video yesterday, which bugged me because I uploaded the video and then I saw this and I was like, no, because I wanted to report on it. But here it is, guys. The Xbox Game Pass is coming to PC. This right here is just awesome. They're going to have a whole lot more information regarding this on June 9th when the E3 presentation is on. So June 9th, 1 p.m. Pacific time. So that'll probably be early in the morning here in Australia. Look out for that on June 10th. But basically, Xbox has stated that everyone should have this awesome Xbox experience, and they're making everything a lot more accessible this way, just because, well, it's Windows, it's Microsoft, it's Xbox, it's all just putting it all together and allowing everyone to have that Game Pass, which is just awesome. So it's just great news to see this. The Game Pass, as they've stated, has been going around for 2 years now on the Xbox One, and a lot of people are playing games through the Game Pass. It's a lot more affordable if you play a lot of games and you just want every game out there. You don't want to drop $60 or $50 or $40 on every single game. And it's just great that they've done this. Now, on top of that, they are partnering with many different game developers and publishers such as Bethesda, Deep Silver, Devolver Digital, Paradox Interactive, Sega, and a lot more. And on top of that, Xbox Game Pass for PC members will also receive discounts in the Microsoft Store on Windows, up to 20% on games currently in the library and up to 10% off related game DLC and add-ons. If you want to read more about that, if you are a PC gamer and interested in this, I've linked it in the description down below. But as I did state, Xbox and Microsoft will be showing this off more and revealing more information regarding the PC Xbox Game Pass at E3 in just over a week from now, which is crazy to think. It's like in 10 days, I believe. So yeah, it's crazy times, it's exciting times, but we do have one final thing regarding Xbox and E3, and it is that Phil Spencer tweeted this out right here. You can see it on screen. He stated, "Just finishing our final E3 rehearsal here with the team in Redmond. Feel really good about the briefing. Lots to show. We have 14 Xbox Game Studios games in the show this year. More first-party games than we've ever had in the show. fun times. And this is just crazy. This right here is more awesome news. 14 games, like first party Xbox Game Studio games. Like, that is incredible. As I did state just a few days ago, like earlier this week essentially, I was like, hey guys, you should watch out because Microsoft will probably end up revealing a lot more than what we're already expecting because of what they did last year, and they bought out a lot of studios and made them part of the Xbox family. And well, there it is. We're going to be getting 14 brand new titles. It's going to be awesome. So I can't wait to see what they bring at E3. I can't wait to see what PlayStation does potentially around the same time, even though they're not going to be at E3, because that's the thing. They're not going to E3, but there's rumors going around that they might announce stuff and try and top Microsoft even without having a show. So it's going to come down to social media presence, I guess. And it's going to be interesting to see how their marketing goes with all that. But anyway, guys, that does it for today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you smack the like button. Yeah, I've got the like button in the background. Smack it if you enjoyed today's video. And also, if you are a brand new viewer, make sure you click that subscribe button. And also, don't forget the notification bell if you're a subscriber. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.